Hello and welcome to your first cello lesson. In this lesson, we're going to cover posture, how to allocate your cello, how to tune your cello, pizzicato, open strings, basic theory so you can start to read notes. And at the end of the lesson, you will be able to perform your first pieces. Also, at the end of the video, you will find a cello accompaniment. You can play along and have more fun. Let's start with the posture. First of all, I will need you to find the stool or chair which will allow you to keep your knee 90 degrees or give it a slightly bigger angle. That means your knee must be with the same level with your hip or slightly below. But it never should go higher than the hip level. I prefer to give it a bigger angle because that gives me an extra room to wear the high heels. Sit at the edge of the stool or in the middle. I prefer to sit at the edge of the stool because this way I can engage my legs in the playing process. Sit tall. Try not to lean forward or backward. Rest on your heels to avoid any tension in your body. Keep feet flat on the floor, shoulders falling down. Make sure you're completely relaxed. Rise them up and drop them. And the last, I will ask you to move your left leg slightly forward. We need that for extra stability. You might feel tired after 10-15 minutes. It's because your back muscles are not developed yet. Take it easy and develop your practice time gradually. Good posture will allow you to develop a good technique, avoid any injuries in the future, and stay mobile. You can try to move now to see if you feel comfortable, stable, mobile, and relaxed. So don't forget, keep your knee 90 degrees or give it a slightly bigger angle. Sit tall at the edge of the stool. Rest on your heels. Keep feet flat on the floor. Shoulders falling down. Left leg slightly forward. That's it for now. It's time to allocate your cello. Before we proceed, we need to understand how to adjust the endpin. If you are up to 1.70/75 centimeters, this should work for you. But because anatomically we're all different, or maybe you're much taller, I will show how to adjust your endpin in a different way. Let's start first with the eyebrow level. Bring your cello up. Ensure your scroll is the same level with your eyebrows. Before taking cello on board, ensure your posture first and then allocate your cello according to your body. If first method didn't work with you, you will need to go with the 3 contact point rules. First contact point is the C peg. That's the lower one on your left hand side. Bring it under your ear. The second contact point is upper body of your cello. That upper body should sit on your chest. And the third contact point is the lower body curve. So this curve here should nicely sit under your knee right here. If you will put it straight in front of you, you will still feel uncomfortable. Give it around 30-degree angle to your right side and turn your cello slightly to the right. That will allow you to reach the A string without rising your shoulder. As you can see, my left knee is under my cello. because if I'll go this way, the low C peg will be quite high. Anatomically, we're all different, and we need to allocate the cello according to our body. Now it's time to hug your cello. I'm gonna cross my hands and I'm gonna touch those corners right here. This way we can check if we're mobile and the sitting position is correct. Another exercise, the chicken wing. So go this way and grab your fingerboard. Make sure you're not touching your cello at all. Drop your shoulders, drop them. The wrist is staying straight. And we can do some chicken wings. You will see how that exercise will help you shortly. Spend some time with your cello. You will need to feel the unity. Hug it as much as possible. How to tune your cello. Before you will be able to tune it by yourself, you will need to use the tuner. And how the tuner works, you will find on the left side upper corner the numbers. And I use to tune my A 441 Hertz. Pluck your string and check. We're aiming to get the green light. If your string is flatter than you need, you will need to tune your fine tuners by going clockwise. So imagine you are closing a bottle. If your string is too sharp and you need to make it flatter, then you need to go anti-clockwise and imagine you're opening the bottle. This is the easiest way how to tune the cello. If your cello is terribly out of tune and you need to use the pegs, ask someone to tune for you. Otherwise, you might end up snapping the strings. So remember, if it's too flat and you need to make it sharper, you close it. If it's too sharp and you need to make it flatter, you open it. Generally, most of the tuners, they're working the same way. Always aim for the green light. Pizzicato. Pizzicato means plucking. We will get the sound out from your cello by plucking each string. You will need to sand the string on your right hand side. And make sure you grab the string really well before you move. Check your fingerboard. It's curved, but the side of the fingerboard is quite straight. Make sure your wrist is straight, fingers are loose, and the thumb is slightly bended. Put your thumb approximately 10 centimeters before the end of the fingerboard, right here. Check your elbow and check your shoulder. Lower hand should be straight. Let's start with the lowest and thickest string, which is C. Move to the G string, to the D string, and A string. And let's go back. A string, D, G, and C. The easiest way how to memorize the name of the strings is to memorize the phrase, "Crazy goats don't attack." And the first letter of the word will be a name of the string. Because in Europe, they don't use A, B, C, D, E, F, G system, but they use Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si. Let's check our strings. Do, Sol, Re, and La. La, Re, Sol, and Do. Our strings are tuned by fifths. If you forgot the name of the string, you can easily start with the one you know. For example, you definitely know that the thickest one is C. And then count C, D, E, F, G. Oh, so the next string is G. And the same way, you can start counting from the note G to find the next one. G, A, B, C, D. So the next string is D. And the same from D to A, D, E, F, G, A. Your elbow will go up and down, but the shoulder will stay down. Please observe yourself in a mirror. That way you won't get bad habits. Let's try to go from low C to the top A. And watch your elbow. We do pluck with the different fingers as well, like with the thumb playing the chords, or with the third finger when it's necessary. We go up and down, but today it's all about index finger. We do even have the left hand pizzicato. The basic theory. At the beginning of each piece, you will see a clef, time signature, key signature, and the notes. The note value might vary. We have semi-brief, minims, crotchets, quavers, and that's it you need to know for now. We're gonna cover an open string notes today only. Open A on the top line, D on the third line, G on the first line, and C on the second ledger line. Also, reading the music, you might notice you have the vertical lines, we call them bar line, and the distance between those lines, we call it a bar. I will include the link with an amazing explanation of the basic theory, so you can watch it through, make some notes, and understand the theory better. For this lesson, you will need to know how the bass clef looks like, the time signature 4-4-3-4, and the crotchet rest. It's time for your new piece. We will put the cello on the side. So grab it with the left hand, and you have a nice curve right here for the right hand, and place it on the side. I'm gonna use the book New Directions for Strings. We will take 4 steps to learn the piece. Step 1, club the rhythm and count. Step 2, club the rhythm and name or sing the notes. Stage 3, pluck and name the notes. And stage 4, play. And we start from exercise number 13. Let's clap and count. The time signature is 4-4, which means you have 4 crotchets per bar. Generally speaking, it's 1 note per beat. You will have 1 bar or 4 beats before you join me. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, rest. We're gonna clap and name the notes. If you want, you can clap and sing them. Please join me on the first beat. I'm gonna count 1 bar in advance. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 D. A, 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 A. D, D, A, A. D, 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 rest. Let's try to play number 13. Start with your posture. Make sure your posture is right. 90 degree, rest on your heels, shoulders down. Allocate your cello. 3 contact points, remember? Shake your hand. Bring the thumb. Relax your fingers. The left hand can rest on your cello or on your knee. We're gonna pluck and sing if you prefer, or name the notes. Join me on the first beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 D. A, 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 A. D, D, A, A, D, D, D. Rest. Move your right hand gently and smooth. Stage 4, number 13. We're gonna pluck without singing or clapping. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 14. The time signature has been changed. Now we have 3 crotchets per bar. The rhythm is quite simple. 1 note per beat. Let's count and clap. Join me on the first beat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, rest. It's time to clap and sing, or clap. I will name the notes. Join me on the first beat. 1, 2, 3. D, D, D. A, A, A. D, D, A. D, D, rest. We're gonna pluck and sing. I'm gonna name the notes. Join me on the first beat. 1, 2, 3. D, D, D. A, A, A. D, D, A. D, D, rest. Number 14, stage 4. Join me on the first beat. 1, 2, 3. Number 17. I want you to do stage 1, 2, 3 by yourself, and you're gonna join me on the stage 4. So it means we're gonna just play it. Join me on the first beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. If the speed was too fast, you can take it slower and develop the speed gradually using the metronome. This is an accompaniment for the number 17. Join me on the first beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna speed up. Join me on the first beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope that video was useful. If you have any questions, please comment below and I'll answer them as soon as possible. If you don't want to miss the next video, please subscribe and put the thumb up. We'll see you next time.